Well, hello my friends, good morning. My name is Joanita. I'm sorry, I'm out of practice. I'm Joanita and welcome to Stitchy Things. This is Flosstube number 28 on Thursday the 15th of December. It's been a while. The last time we spoke I did my whip parade and then life and December got in the way, and yeah, I could not find the time to film, but here I am with FFOs, purchases or investments. Yeah, let me start by saying thank you so much, because guess what? I reached over 1,000 subscribers. I could not believe it, really. Thank you so much. I don't know what happened. I know my friend Louisa from the UK posted on her Instagram page to get me over the 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so much, Louisa. Yeah, thank you. I have no words. No, I don't. I'm sorry. But thank you from the bottom of my heart. It makes me so happy. And my husband told me, when you reach the 1,000 subscribers, we're going out to dinner. So one day I noticed I was over the 1,000, so I took a screenshot and sent it to him, and he texted back and he said, well, we'll go out to dinner this evening. So he came home, we went out, and before we got in the car we were on the driveway, and I said, let me call the restaurant, but I had this feeling she didn't open, and she closed early. So we got back inside, we ordered pizza and a pint of Magnum ice cream. I don't know if you know it, but it has caramel and salty, and oh, it's so good. So we had pizza on the couch, we watched a movie, and yeah, we celebrated 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so much. Yeah, well, let me start with my whips first. With my FFOs. I'll put in the video. I made 2 little videos of the project I finished before, because I already gave them away. So let me do this here. Okay, so here's the pillow I made for my colleague who's leaving us. The pattern originally says, we will sing with you, but I changed it. I backed it with some IKEA curtain fabric. It's a fabric with all different parts of color stripes. So I picked out these colors. I put on some lilac-y trim, and I added the buttons because I couldn't get it to look nice. I started and I ended here with the trim, and it was really free, and I couldn't get it nice to look nice. So I looked in my button tin and found these 3 lilac-y buttons. So I hit my ugly spot and decided to put on some more buttons. So yeah, that's the first one. Bye. Okay, fully finished number 2, fully finished object number 2. I made these ornaments for my daughter-in-law. I added a little bead for a little subtle bling. Well, bling, it's a big word, but yeah. The pattern is from Cross Stitcher magazine, number 389, I think. Well, I used the fabric at the back that I bought at the Creado at the craft fair. I did not put any batting on this side, but I put a little batting in the front. And yeah, I bought some cord. So this is number 1, and this is ornament number 2. I never made ornaments before, so it was a bit yeah, finding out. But I watched Helen D's tutorial about making ornaments, and that helped a lot. So yeah, I was very happy with her tutorial. This one is the same, batting in the front, no batting in the back, cording and a little silver bead. So fully finished number 2. I hope to show you number 3 next week. I hope I have it finished by then, or maybe I have time to do a floss tube. I don't know, I've been crazy busy, but yeah. Then I want to show you this. We celebrate Santa Claus tomorrow with my family, and I had my mom. We draw a name. I think you can compare it to Secret Santa, and we draw a name and the person writes down what they like to have as a present. So I bought my mom a book and some hand cream and chocolates, and I thought we always, well, it's optional, but I always make a surprise gift, surprise, something funny or silly where you can put presents in, and I couldn't think of anything this year. So I thought, let me make a project bag so I can put the presents in there, and then she can use it afterwards to put in her sewing, because she's always sewing things. And yeah, so I bought this fabric with the houses. I thought it was really cute, and this is the contrasting fabric. I use it as lining as well, for the lining. I have a handle with a wooden button, and my labels. I had these labels made right before I started Flosstube, and now I think maybe I should have waited and had some labels made with stitchy things on it, but yeah, it's what it is. So I made a pocket inside with a little snap, and so you can close it and you pull it together and you have a bag, and it has a fat bottom. So do you call it a fat bottom? I don't know, but it stands on its own. So yeah, so actually, because I made a list on my board, and I have 3 finishes now from my list, and I only need to finish the one for my sister, and then I need to finish the star characters for my son and my daughter-in-law. So hopefully I can make a video next week, or at least a little one where I show you my fully finishes. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, those were my previous finishes. Oh, well, the finishes I already gave to the, I don't know, recipients. And then I made this one for my sister. So Sus, if you're watching this, look away. I made her this one. The pattern is called Holiday Card by The Blue Flower, and look at it. The lights are all in DMC metallics. I made one little mistake. I hope you can't see it, but well, actually I made 2, but one I corrected before I finished it, and then I was showing this to my mom this week and I noticed another mistake. So I hope you can't see it, and if you can, well, it doesn't matter. And I finished it on the back. This is a bit darker red in real life because the sun is really bright. It was freezing last night, and now the sun is out and it's so bright, and I can't get my colors right, but it's a bit darker, the red, in real life. And I finished it with some Lady Dot Create trim, chenille trim, and the colorway On the Moon. I don't know how to pronounce it in English, but yeah, I love it. So, oh, and then the last one. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you. Ta-da! Oh, glare. I finished the star characters and I framed it myself. I'm so proud of me. I'm sorry if it sounds cocky, but yeah. Look. I've been stitching this. I've started this in June 2021 for my middle son and his girlfriend. They have this apartment, they live together, and yeah, he is really a Star Wars freak, as we all are in the family, but Levi is the biggest one. So yeah, it's done. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with the outcome. The last one I stitched was Han Solo. This is Han Solo. I showed you Chewbacca, I think. Chewie. And yeah, now it's done. I'm so pleased with it. It was hard to find a frame that fit because I saw one at IKEA's and I couldn't find it anymore. So I wish I had bought it months earlier, but yeah, well, what can you do? And we were in Ghent last weekend in Belgium, and my husband found this frame at Flying Tiger. It's a lovely store. I love it. He said, let's go into this one. I said no, because I always buy all those things I don't need but really like. And he said, well, let's go in. And then he found this one. It's a frame for a record. Yeah, I think you call it a record. You know, the round black ones you play on your, I don't know what the word is. Pickup? We call it a pickup, but I don't know, a record player. Well, and this frame was perfect for it. So I took out the colored thing that was in it, and I laced it. I laced my first, well, I've laced before, but it was a teeny tiny thing. The ornaments for my daughter-in-law, I laced them, but this one, it was oh, it took me hours and hours before I had it, and I keep turning it to see if I was still straight, and then I finished it and I framed it, and then I noticed Darth Vader is 1.5 millimeter higher than the Emperor, but I'm not sure if you can see it. I noticed it, and I thought, well, I'll leave it. I'm not going to fix it, because it was in the frame, and these things, they break so easily, and I'm afraid that if I take it out, they break, and yeah, then I need to find another frame, and it's a week before Christmas, so I'm not gonna do that. My mom said, Levi won't notice, so leave it. So I took my mom's advice, as a good girl should, and left it. So those were all of my FFOs. Then let's go into whips. First I'll show you my knitting whip. Oh, I have a little something for a giveaway later on to celebrate my 1,000 subscribers. So it's here, so I won't forget. I've been knitting when we were in Ghent. I was knitting because I didn't take any cross stitch whips with me. So, oh, that's a bad habit. I shouldn't do that. I'm stitching Hookshot Shawl by Casa Cenina. Everything that's pink in the photograph is purple in my shawl. And this is where I got to. It's getting longer and longer, so that's good. I need to block it. It's pulling a bit, but when I block it, it will be fine. So here's what I have so far. Last time we spoke, I was there where the needle, not the needle minder, oh, what's it called? Stitch keeper, no, stitch marker. Well, where the stitch marker dangles, that's where I was last time, and I knitted the rest. So I love this pattern. It's quite easy. So everything, oh, my yarn is in my glass of water. Really, it's quite easy to knit on, so I can't stitch in the car, so I knit in the car. So yeah, love this. Very soft, The yarn is by Felt Fusion on Etsy. I ordered it before Brexit came. Before the UK stepped out of Europe. Well, you know. And so it was easy and not that expensive to order in the UK. So yeah, my first whip. Then I've been stitching on, let me see, oh yeah, we started a stitch along. My Instagram friend Judith contacted me, and she said she was going to do a sale with Stitchy Sally and Sally's friend Chris. They every year they do a stitch along. I think they're doing it for 14 or 15 years, and it's called The Joy of Winter. I will insert a picture here because I don't need to. Sorry for the crinkle. I taped it together. This is the pattern. It's a free pattern by Stitches Through the Years. And yeah, I love it. So I was going through my stash to find fabric, and I found a piece I dyed. It was an experiment, and I thought, well, this is the perfect size and the perfect color for it. So I don't know if it's showing up really well, but it has a little bit of modeling, and this is where I got to. Not that far. Some of the I don't know. Oh, I'm so tired, I can't think anymore. I never can, but it's really bad now. Some of the people who joined, I've finished it already. Let me look it up and I'll put in their names. I think it was Jen and Ellie. Well, I'll put their names in the screen. So this is where I got to. I use all the called for colors, even the metallic, because yeah, I love the look of it. It's not fun to stitch with, but yeah. Oh, the metallics I used on the pillow for my sister. They are diamond. They were the called for colors. So, but yeah, love this, and we're all in an Instagram group. So yeah, it's fun. It's really fun, but I can't keep up. I'm sorry, ladies, I can't. Jasmine is participating. Jasmine's Made with Love. My friend Tony, Sally, Stitchy Sally, Crisscross on Instagram. That's her friend. I'm sorry, ladies. Ellie, she is. I can't remember. I'll put all the names in the screen and make a row with all the names, because I would feel really bad if I forget someone, and I will. So yeah. And the next whip, and the last whip I've been working on, is Kind and Gentle by Artful Offerings. Kind and Gentle, a woodland sampler. And this is where I got to. I'm really making... Oh, I'll put in a picture here of where I was the last time I showed you. And this is where I am now. It's almost done. I just need to finish the deer, his behind legs and his behind and a part of his back, the belt, and then the red stripes and the bottom, and a few letters and dots, and then I'm finished. So I hope I have this finished by next week, by Christmas, but I'm not sure. But I'm trying really hard. I'm using all the called for colors, and yeah, I love this. It looks so cute. There's another pattern by another designer, UB Designs. It's a German Ulrike. I don't know her last name. And she made this pattern called Rentierliebe. It's like reindeer love, and it's so cute. So if I finish this, I want to stitch that one for next year. But yeah, plans, plans, plans. You know me and my plans. Oh, this is what it looks like when it's finished. Looks like when it's finished. Oh my god. Talking is hard. So I only need to finish this and the letters over here and a few here. So maybe, but I have to work this coming weekend, so I'm not sure. And tomorrow I need to go. I'm off work tomorrow because I work on Saturday. But I need to go out and buy some Christmas presents because I'm not ready yet. So, okay. And I need to come up for a present for my mom. And I can't think of anything. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe gift cards. Or she's not that into perfumes or anything. So, yeah, I don't know. Well, I won't bother you with my Christmas present buying debacle. Yeah, well, I'm rambling. I've got the piece out and I'm starting again because I couldn't talk anymore. My friend Monique, Flower Foxy Cross Stitch on Instagram, and I are starting a sale on the 1st of January. I've been practicing my Januaries and my Februaries because I couldn't get it out of my mouth, and now I can, thanks to one of my lovely viewers who helped me how to pronounce it. Anyway, a few weeks ago I was watching Sarah's Flosstube. I can't remember her YouTube name, but I'll put it in the screen here. And she was talking, she's stitching this. I think she started it already. And it's called Midnight Magic, and I didn't know. It is in, and it says right here. Can you believe it? Well, I can. Yeah. But I didn't know the panel was called Midnight Magic, but it's by Emma Congdon. She's, I think, Stitchrovia? Something with Stitchrovia? I don't know. I'll look it up and I'll put it in here as well. So we're starting this sale on the 1st, on New Year's Day. It's Midnight Magic sale. And if you want to join us, please do. You're more than welcome to do so. And yeah, I have all the called for colors. I even put them on a ring. I cut them all to length, and I'm stitching this on a navy blue. It's called, it's a Zweigart dark blue. So yeah, I need to put this in a hoop because I can't see that without. My preference is to stitch in hand, but if the count is too high or the fabric is too dark, I'll put it in a Q-snap or a ring. So yeah, if you want to join us, please do. The more the merrier, right? So yeah, that's a plan, an upcoming start. Then, oh, I was so silly. I'm starting a sale with Sarah. So she's Sew Me Sarah. Everyone knows Sarah, but I'll say it anyway in case you don't know. On the 14th of February, we're starting Rejoice Evermore by Brenda Gervais. Oh, so this is what without glare. I'm sure you've seen this. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern. And I thought I bought all the called for flosses, and then I found out I didn't. I was too quick ordering, and I ordered one skein of each color, and I need 2 skeins of 3 colors. So I ordered some more this morning from Simone, and then well, she didn't have Oscar by Weekstyle Works. I don't know, Oscar. and she was out, so I put in notify me if it's available again. So I'll have to order that. And my sweet friend Tony said, I'll look if I have something, if I have one for you, and I'll order it again. So she's so sweet. And I'm going to stitch this on a 40 count antique white, yeah, antique white linen, also from Sweet Idee. So if you want to join us, please do. We're starting on Valentine's Day, so there's still time if you have the pattern to purchase your fabrics or flosses or everything together, everything you need. So yeah, we would love for you to join. Sarah sent me a message last week or this week saying we have a dozen people, I think she said, that want to stitch this with us. So yeah, please join. And then I had some stitchy kindness. Did I forget something? No. Those were my whips, my FFOs, and the things we're going to sell. So then I want to show you my stitchy kindness. My sweet friend Monique sent me a package. Yeah, thank you, Monique. It was so appreciated. And yeah, those things always happen on moments you need a pick me up. So yeah, thank you so much. And there was some, yeah, stickers. Look, I love A Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh yeah, so lovely. And it's crazy, but it had a lovely card with a lovely note, and then some sparkly fabric. I don't know if it's showing up. Can you see it? It's a, oh no. Oh, do you like my antlers? I bought them specially for this episode. It even has little ears. That's why I bought them. They're so cute. And they have, I don't know if you can hear it, but they have little bells. Anyway, oh yeah, I was looking for my glasses. Here they are. It's an Ada, and I think, I don't know, I think by the look of it 16 or 18 count with a sparkle. And I love sparkles in the fabric. It makes it a little difficult to see if you're having your light on it, but yeah, I'll manage. I love it. And then she gave me this one, was in the package. Oh, my antlers are moving on my head. It's denim blue. It's an 18 count Ada, and I already have a purpose for this one, but I'll show you later. Then she sent me this little piece, and it's, I have a little frame. I bought a little frame, and I think it's perfect for this fabric. So it's called Pine Forest. It's ice dyed by Joanita Designs. I've never heard of it, but Joanita Designs. Let me show you. The color is beautiful. It really is. So I want to look this designer up on Google. Then she put in this color, a neutral. It's very soft. Love it. A little piece of sparkly and a little piece of red and a neutral. And this one is, I love green fabric. I don't know what it is, but I really love green fabrics. So there's a big piece of, I don't know, is it, no, my antlers are moving. Is it linen? I think it is. Yeah, it's a linen, and it's a beautiful color. And some neutral. It's very small, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and I think I'm going to use this for dyeing. And then there were 2 crayons in it. The first one is an Alice by Jardin Privé, Alice in Wonderland pattern. I love this one. I really, really love this one. And then this one, I've never seen this before, but yeah, as you know, I love vintage birds. I think it's a fractal. Do they call this fractal birds? Well, it's gorgeous. So Monique, thank you so much for this package. And it all was wrapped in light blue, I don't know how you call it, tissue paper. In this light blue tissue paper, and she put a nice sticker to close it. It was a gorgeous package. I left it on the table downstairs, I think for over 2 weeks, so I could have a look at it every day. So pretty wrapped, and yeah, thank you, Monique. Love, love, love. And yeah, I won't forget this, and I'll make sure, well, but it takes a while because I have these plants. And oh yeah, it's the tissue paper with the sticker on it, and another sticker over here. Oh yeah, the color is not showing up right. Oh yeah, this is the color. Yeah, love, love, love. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Anyways, then let me do my giveaway. I've been to Ghent, as I told you last weekend, and before we went to the B&B, we went to het Garenhuis, of course. And I said to my husband, are you coming in? He said, no, I'll wait in the car. So he can, I always say, toggle on his tablet, on his iPad. And yeah, so I went in and I left him in the car for about an hour. I thought I was very quick, but it was Caroline and Isabel were working in the store, and yeah, they're lovely. They helped me, and yeah, I was the only customer in the store at the time. So, and they were preparing for a craft fair. I think you can call it a craft fair in Belgium. So they were preparing, but they took all their time to help me, and yeah, it was lovely. And I bought you guys something. The first one is this one. It's called Babbo Natal 2022, and it's by Crochet A Go-Go. And there is a card in it. Oh, I love it. I love it. And a really cute button. And I really want to buy this one for myself one day. But for now, this one is a giveaway. So if you use the word bubble, you don't have to make a sentence, but it would be nice if you can come up with a crazy sentence with the word bubble in it. So yeah, if you want to be entered for this one, use the word bubble in your comments. My phone stopped recording, so I had to remove all these things from my phone to have more room or space. So yeah, where was I? I had to delete half of my video, all this. Yeah, well, I'm starting over about halfway. So yeah, where was I? I showed you the Babbo Natale, and I bought this one for you as well. It's Christmas Day by Collection Tralala, and it's a cutie. It is a cutie. I bought one for myself as well. If you want to be entered for this one, use the word tralala in your comment, and you will be entered for this one. And then I want to make a project bag. I was hoping I had that finished by today, but I have to buy new lining fabric because the fabric I had my eye on as a lining, it didn't look nice. It was too busy and I wanted something more, yeah, I don't know what the word is, but yeah. I'm using this one. I'm going to use this one for your project bag. The lining will be white because I think that's the most beautiful color I can use with this one. And this zipper, the color is not showing up. It's more greenish in real life, but it matches the Christmas tree in the motif. And I'm going to use this one. It's a bit darker. I think this is showing up. The light has changed. So I think you will notice a difference in the lighting from the first part and in this part. But yeah, I'm going to use this one. It's not going to be a vinyl front bag, but just a fabric, all fabric. This one is going on the front, and then the zipper, and then another piece of this one. Then this is coming underneath. Well, I'm going to use this for the back as well, and with a white lining. So if you want to be entered for the project bag, please use the word bag, and then you'll be entered. Okay, then I don't know, did I show you? No, I did not show you my, did I? Because there were so many fragments of film, I can't remember. I hope I didn't show you, but if I'm not showing it, I would feel very guilty. So I'm going to show you because I don't think I did that before the giveaway. Okay, so let's go on to investments, purchases, haul, whatever you want to call it. As you know, we went to Ghent last weekend, and before we went to the B&B, we went to Het Garenhuis. It's an LNS in Ghent, and they were closed on Fridays and Thursdays for a craft fair they attended. So, well, we planned to go on Thursday because my husband said, well, let's get that out of the way and then we can enjoy our weekend. Well, my weekend started when I entered Het Garenhuis. Well, when we left home, but you know what I mean. So my husband was very patient. Again, I left him in the car for about an hour because he didn't want to come in. He had to look some things up and yeah, and he read his paper online, I think. So he enjoyed himself. So I didn't need to feel guilty. First thing I bought, oh, let me move oh, I forgot one fabric. This one, it's called Denim Blue. It's an Aida, an 18 count Aida, and I have a purpose for this already. It's also in the Stitchy kindness from Monique, but as I have to film this again, I replaced everything. So let me put it over there and do my purchases from Het Garenhuis first. I bought this one. It's an embroidery kit. Frida Kahlo, and yeah, I love it. She, Caroline from Het Garenhuis, posted on Instagram a picture from new things, new kits that came in, and there was this really big one, and I loved it. I still love it, but it was quite expensive, so I'll put in a picture here. It's gorgeous. But as it was so expensive, I left it for another time. But yeah, it was really gorgeous. Then I bought, let me show you so you know, I bought two. One for you guys and one for myself. Hi Moppy. This is Christmas Day. Yeah, I showed you just now, but yeah. Love, love, love this one. I'm not really a Santa stitcher, but yeah, this one, it's just gorgeous. So I had to buy one for myself. Then I bought aubergine colored fabric. She's distracting me. I did buy at the Handwerk boutique in August. I bought a fabric for the Moonlight sampler, but when I saw this, a few weeks later, we went to Ghent. Or did we do Ghent before? No, we did Ghent later. Well, anyways, I saw this fabric in het Garenhuis and I didn't purchased it and I regretted it. So I bought it now, last week, and I bought a big enough piece to do the Moonlight sampler on, to stitch the Moonlight sampler on. But I'm not sure. I love this fabric, but I'm a bit I'm doubting. No, what are you doing, Zoe? I'm sorry. Zoe is very nosy today. Well, anyways, I'm not sure if I'm going to use the other one. It's lighter, or this one for the Moonlight sampler. We'll see in what mood I am when I start that one. Then I bought this fabric. She has lovely fabrics. Sorry. Zoe, can you... Come on. Okay. Again, I bought this fabric with the birds. Of course, I have to buy the bird fabric. She also... I think I turn it upside down. Yeah, this way. She also had a lovely fabric with donkeys on it. And she had all these lovely fabrics, but I had to make a choice. And because of this one being more colorful than the donkeys, because of all the reds, I bought this one. It has a cat on it. I don't know if you can see it. A cat, a hedgehog, a squirrel, robins, little fairies. It's just beautiful. So I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for, but we'll see. It's always nice to have something in stash, right? I lost my train of thought. Oh, this one. I'm not sure if you heard of the designer Renato Parolin on Etsy, but he has great patterns and I've always loved them but never bought one. And then there was this, let me show you. This one was at het Garenhuis and I was completely in love, so I bought a pattern. It's a series of 3. The blue one, oh, the lining is weird. The blue one, it's an orangey one, and there's a golden yellow one. And they all have different branches. I'm not sure. Pine branches, I think you call it. Well, anyway, they're all slightly different. But when I finish this one, I want the other ones as well. But first I need to finish this because, yeah, there's always something. Then I bought 2 flosses for a pattern. I bought, but more on that later. And I bought this one, but I'm not sure if this is vintage white. This morning I placed an order at Atelier Soutidé for some flosses I need. I'm not sure if I told you this in the first part of the video, but I was too quick on ordering flosses and then I forgot I didn't see that for some colors you need 2 skeins. So I ordered them this morning from Simone at Soutidé, and I ordered a piece of vintage white as well. I'm planning to stitch the Hound and the Hare by Modern Folk Embroidery. I'll put in a picture here. But yeah, then I came upstairs and I came across this one I bought at het Garenhuis. So if they are the same, well, one goes in stash, and you know, as my mom would say, it doesn't eat any bread, so it always comes in handy. That's what my mom always says. And then she gave me this one as a present, an Easter present. I really like it. I'm not sure if I'm going to stitch the alphabet, but I really love the blossoms and the animals. So I'll definitely, well, I am definitely going to stitch this one day. Because, yeah, thank you, Caroline. I really appreciate it. So sweet. Yeah, so those were my purchases. As I said, they were preparing for a craft fair, but I was the only customer in the store at that time, and they really did a great job helping me. And yeah, thank you so much for your time, ladies. I really enjoyed my visit, so I'll be back. I told my friend Tony that it's doable to do that on one day. It's an hour and 50 minutes away, so we can make a day of it. So we do a day in Ghent one day, yeah, and then visit the Garenhuis. So those were my purchases, and something for Tony. She ordered 3 seasons of In the Round by JBW Design and some flosses. I forgot to order. She ordered when I ordered at Casa Cenina. She asked me to order for her as well, and I ordered 1 skein of each color, and she needed 2. So I've straightened that out. It's going to be fine. Okay, so as I said, I ordered at Casa Cenina, and Tony wanted the reindeer by Cottage Garden Samplings as well. And I don't know what happened, but there were 2 in my cart, so I left it. 1 for her and 1 for me. It jumped in my cart. It wanted to be ordered multiple times. So what could I do? No, just kidding. Well, I ordered 1 for myself as well. And the flosses I bought at het Garenhuis are the fancy flosses for this one. I showed you this, right? Bought the supplies for Rejoice Evermore, Antique White, and my colors. And then I picked my word for 2023, and my word for 2023 is slow down. It's a pattern by Mama Witch X Stitch, and I thought, yeah, it's me. I need to slow down. So the turtle, a cup of tea on his back. I love, love, love tea and cookies as well. So it's the perfect pattern to yeah, for my word of 2023. So I'm going to use the denim blue that Monique gave me, because I think the colors look great on it. Let me show you. They really pop on the fabric. Look at it. It's meant to be. So I'm going to use this. I didn't put it in a project bag because I wanted to show you what I got for Stitchy Kindness. But yeah, now as I've shown you, I'm going to put it in a project bag, and I'm going to start this as well on the 1st of January. Then I was watching a new to me Flosstuber, and she was stitching on this one. No, you hang up first. And I thought, yeah, I need to have it. So I paused the video, went over to Etsy and bought the pattern. So I'm going to stitch that one on this fabric. This is a fabric I bought when I first started stitching, I think on Amazon. And I'm not sure what the color is. It's like a vintage country mocha, but with gray. It's a 25 count, so I was debating on stitching over 1 or over 2, but I think I'm going to stitch it over 2. It's much easier, and you don't have slipping threads. So yeah, I'm going to, the phone is red in the pattern, but I'm going to make the phone gray. Going to stitch the phone gray. It's DMC3 or DMC4. I'm not sure yet. The lighter or the darker gray. When I hold it like this, I think I'm going for the light gray for the phone, but we'll see. We'll see when I stitch this what I decide. All right, then I bought, let me see. Oh yeah, this morning I just took it out of the printer. I was going through my mail whilst having breakfast, and there was a mail by Forbidden Fiber Co. And it had this one. Yeah, I couldn't not. Look at it. It's my favorite show of this year, but more on that later. But what have I been watching? But look at it. It's Wednesday, obviously. But I saw the pattern and I went over to the website and bought it and printed it out. So yeah, don't you just love that you can? You see a pattern you like, it's a PDF, you buy it, you get it in your mail immediately, and you can print it out and you can start. How great is that? So yeah, I bought this one as well. And then I thought there was another one, but yeah, if there is, if there was, I'll show you next time. And then I came across a freebie on Casa Cenina. I'll put in a picture here. The pattern, what they stitched is just the middle part. There's also a border around it with some fall leaves at the bottom as well. I'm going to flash it really quick, so you get an idea of how what it looks like. I'm going to I'll try to put in a link in the drop down box below, so you can go to the pattern immediately. But I'm not sure if it's going to work, but if it doesn't, I'll put in the name of the pattern here, so you can go to the website casacenina.com and you can look it up. And then we celebrated Sinterklaas. We drew names, and my sister-in-law had me, and she bought me this one with some other goodies as well. But this is the Stitchy related present. So yeah, there are at least 6 patterns in here I want to stitch. But yeah, especially this one. I really love this one. So yeah, I'm not sure when I get around to it, because I have the other 2 books as well. Oh, and this one. This one is one of my favorites from the book. So yeah, I'm not showing you. I was just checking if I showed you the pattern, but I didn't. Yeah, really, really love this book. So thank you, Miranda. My sister-in-law is called Miranda. So yeah, obviously. So that's all of the stitching I have to show. Oh, no, wait, there's more haul. But as I film this again, I put it away already. I bought some trim as well at het Garenhuis. It's the colorway Anemone. And I needed it for the pillow I made for my sister, so I bought this. And the rest, yeah, goes in stash because it doesn't eat bread, as my mom says. And as I told you, I'm going to start a quilt course on January 20th. And I needed some rulers and a sewing machine foot for quilting. And I came across a website. It's called Patch and Stitch. It's in Weert. It's in the northern part of our province. And yeah, I didn't know there was a quilt store, so I ordered the rulers over there, and she had these lovely fabrics, and I bought this one. I love robins, I love birds, and because my Christmas fabrics all have these big motifs, I think if you stitch up a little Christmas pillow or something, this is great for the back because of the little motifs. So, and then she added a little something. The color is lighter, brighter also in real life, but it's not showing up really well because the sun is really out there. Okay, those were all of my purchases. Yep. Then let me tell you what I've been reading. I was watching Julie, Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, because I love her Flosstube and she reads a lot, and she recommended this one. In English it's called Verity, but in Dutch it's called De Waarheid. That translates as The Truth. And it's by Colleen Hoover. And this is I finished it so quick. This is a book you go to bed for early, really, if you only read in bed like me. Oh, my antlers are moving. It was a great book. It's about this rider who gets in an accident, and she has a popular series she's riding, and they need someone to finish the book. So Lowen is her name. She's hired to finish the books, and then she gets attracted to her husband, because of course that's always mostly the case in these books. But it's such a great book, and just when you think you figured it out, it takes a turn and you think, what? So go and read Verity, or if you're in the Netherlands and you want to read it in Dutch, De Waarheid. I got it from work, so maybe your library has it as well, or you can buy it. But in Ghent we went to the bookstore, the Standaard Boekhandel, and it was really quite a big store, and they had this book talk table. Book talk, I think it has to do something with TikTok. T-O-K, book, T-O-K, book talk. And this one was on that table as well. So yeah, I don't know, I have to look into that TikTok book talk thing. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I think it's something to do with little videos. I don't know, I really don't know, but I'm going to figure it out. I have a week off after Christmas. I only have to work the 31st, and the rest of the week I'm off. So yeah, I'll go and check Book Talk. So yeah, that I really recommend, highly recommend that book. Then I'm still reading in the Book of Life. I haven't finished it, but I'm almost halfway there. I really love this one, but it takes me too long. So I'm reading other books in between. And because I've watched the series on Videoland, I know I don't forget what I've read in this one. Because there was another book came out, and I read all the other ones of this author as well. So, and because there was so many reservations on this book, I need to read this first, because before I read this one again. It's called, it's the Dutch word for spider. It's called spin. It's called spindel, because it's translated from Swedish. Spindel in Swedish, but it's called spider in Dutch. Spin, by Lars Kepler. It's I think they're married. Yeah. It's a Swedish couple, and they write under the name Lars Kepler. And all of these books I highly recommend. The first one is called Hypnose in Dutch. Yeah, that's the first one. But you need to read this in order, because the inspector, Juna Linna, he goes through all this stuff, and I recommend you read Hypnosis first and then go from there. This one is the last one. Every time they bring out a book, I want to read it. So, but there are a lot of reservations for this book, so I need to finish it first. I just got started, but the first chapter, it was really, the suspense was coming off the pages. So, as if you're watching a movie. But I don't know, there has been one murder so far, and yeah, it's right at the first chapter. It's short chapters. The pages are really easy to read. We call it Bladspiegel, but I'm not sure what it's called in English. But it's easy to read. The font is easy on the eyes. The size of the text is great. So yeah, but as I said, I love all their books, so yeah, maybe I'm a bit biased, but yeah. So that's what I have been reading. What have I been watching? Well, it was a lot because I stitched a lot, so I always do that in front of the TV. But let me pick some really great ones out. Oh, and I see I forgot something. Let me do that first. I bought this one at Creado. I forgot to show you last time. It's a needle puller. Sometimes when you finish your thread, because of my fibromyalgia, I don't have the, yeah, I know, the muscles or the strength, I don't know how to call it, to, when you finish your thread behind other stitches, I can't pull the needle. And there's this one. It's very handy. I don't know if you can see it, but it goes, oh, it opens and closes, and then you can pick your needle, push the button and pull your needle through. So it's very easy, and it has a little cutter, so I can take this on the plane when I go on holiday next year, because we have a very long flight. At least I think it's a very long flight, and yeah, I can't take scissors with me, but I'm not sure if I can stitch on the plane. So I asked our travel counselor if I can bring knitting needles in the plane, but they asked and I can't knit, I can't crochet, so I need to stitch or bring my sketchbook and start drawing again. And maybe that's a good thing, because since my dad died, I haven't been able to draw or anything like that. So maybe I can pick that up again, and I can do that on the plane. So we'll see. Anyways, what have I been watching? Yeah, Wednesday on Netflix. I highly recommend. I knew it was coming out on the 23rd, and I set my alarm. And when my alarm went off at 6 in the morning, yeah, well, that was my mistake. But I had 2 series in my alarm: Blood, Sex and Royalty. It's about Anne Boleyn, and Wednesday. And they both started, or were broadcasted, I don't know how you call it, on the 23rd. So I started watching Blood, Sex and Royalty first, because it's only 3 episodes. But I highly recommend. I found it very interesting because there were these historians and people who know a lot about her commenting during the series. Well, it was a very, I've never seen that before, but yeah, if you're into historical costume drama thingies, I highly recommend Blood, Sex and Royalty. By the way, Henry VIII, he was a really strange guy. If he didn't like his wife anymore, well, he went on to the next. And yeah, strange times back then. But yeah, I highly recommend Blood, Sex and Royalty on Netflix. And of course, Wednesday. Wednesday is the daughter of Morticia and what's his name? I forgot his name. Well, Wednesday's dad. And it's a series made by Tim Burton, but I'm sure you've seen it already. But if you haven't, go watch Wednesday. It was so good. There were 8 episodes, and I watched it in a day and a half. I didn't do anything. I left my laundry, I left my house cleaning stuff. I just watched Wednesday and stitched, because yeah, happy times. Then I've been watching The Gilded Age. I think it was on HBO. Costume drama, really nice, nothing wrong with it. I loved it. The Devil's Hour, I think it's on Netflix. It's a good one as well. The Inside Man. Well, my colleague, I recommended it to my colleague, and he said, oh no, I stopped after the 1st or 2nd episode, but I thought it was really great. It's about this guy who is in prison on death row, and he, what does he do exactly? He solves things, or I don't know how to call it. And it ended with, I'm not going to spoil the end, but I think there will be another season. Let me put it like that. At least that's my feeling, but you never know. Manifest season 3. I was really looking forward to that season, and then I watched a few episodes, and the callings are started to annoy me. So I took a break from Manifest because I don't know. And then my sister spoiled. We were on the phone talking, and I said to her, well, oh, don't worry, I'm not going to spoil, but I was talking to her and I said, oh, they're starting to annoy me, the callings, and that guy always looks so cranky. And then she spoiled, and I said, yeah. So how could you do that? But as I'm taking a break, I didn't mind. Okay, House of Dragons, of course, because yeah, we love that kind of things. Game of Thrones, so yeah, we had to watch House of Dragons as well. I watched Just Like That. It's a series, a sequel. Yeah, that's a sequel, right? From Sex and the City. Oh, sorry, my brain, I'm blanking. Sex and the City, I used to love that show, and now there is Just Like That, and they aged, and it's, yeah, well, 1, 2, 3, slow down. It doesn't have that many episodes, but I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. So they all grew up. Well, they were adults in Sex and the City, but yeah, if you like Sex and the City, I highly recommend this one because it's where they are now. So yeah. So then I've been watching 1899, but that's a really strange. I love strange movies and books and series, but I'm not sure what to make of this one. But I haven't finished the first season yet, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's really strange. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't formed my opinion yet, so I need some more episodes to do that. And then I've been watching Vera season 11. I just like my British mystery, my British detective series. So yeah, everything British, and it has to do with detectives and British, I'm in. And what's not to love about Vera, right? Okay, I forgot my most important purchase, and I bought it at the Creado, and I completely forgot to tell you, and yeah, I have it written down, otherwise I would have forgotten it this time as well. I bought a Lowry stand, and I'm so pleased with it. Yeah, I can definitely say it's a game changer, life changer. It's so easy to stitch for me now. I always stitched in hand because I'm not stitching that long, but because of my fibromyalgia, my hands start to hurt when I hold a Q-snap or I'm sorry, Zoe's tapping my leg. When I hold a Q-snap or a hoop, my hands are cramping and start to, yeah, hurt. So now with my Lowry stand, I had to order a longer bar because my couch is too wide on the side, so it couldn't reach where I was sitting. So I ordered the long bar, I think it's called, and yeah, I love it. I really love stitching now. I stitched holiday cards in a hoop, and it was so easy. Yeah, I love it. I had to, I was fiddling in the beginning with which thing to move, if you want to turn the hoop on the back side or you want to make it wider, or yeah, but I love it. I got used to it, and yeah, I love it. So thank you for everyone who recommended it to me and why. Yeah, you are all right. Yeah, I love it. So leaves me with 3 new Flosstubers I've been watching. Mildred, she's one of my viewers. I think her channel name is Stitching with Mildred. But I'll put it in the drop down box below. And I've been watching Ryan. He's Ryan Guy. I'm sure you know him already, but I haven't watched him. I knew he had a Flosstube, but I didn't watch him before. So yeah, I really like this channel. And then I've been watching, I forgot her name, but I'm sorry. I'll put in her name in the screen, and I'll put in her Flosstube in the drop down box below as well. Her Flosstube name is Cats, Horror and Stitching. And if you're in one of those three things, you should try her channel. She's a lovely person, and yeah, I loved watching her. So that's it. I'm sorry it has been a bit bumpy, this one, but yeah, it was a bumpy road. Let's say that, a bumpy trip. But I enjoyed filming again, and I wish you all the best. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, liking, and getting me over the 1,000 subscribers. Make sure to enter for the giveaways and put in the words. It doesn't matter where you live in the world, I will ship it anywhere. And yeah, if you are my friend, don't feel I don't know what the word is, but just enter the giveaway if you want to. And because I know some people, yeah, I don't know how to say it, but just enter the giveaway if you want to be entered for one of the giveaway prizes. I don't know, but don't mention those words. Be 18, you know, all the things, all the rules, which usually apply here as well. Oh, I need to be in bed early tonight, I think. Anyway, Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you have a wonderful time with family or without family, however you plan your Christmas. Enjoy your days off, and wishing you all the best. I'm not sure if I'll be back before New Year, but if I'm not, have a happy New Year with a lot of health, especially a healthy New Year. That's the most important thing. So yeah, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.